Welcome students. Today we should learn about framing questions or question forms. Framing of questions is an art. We ask questions to get information of different things. We may express an opinion, give an order, make suggestions, or make promises. The skill of framing questions helps us in our profession, in our daily communication, as well as correspondence. So, question forms are of two types. There are questions which get answers in yes/no type. There are questions which give answer in information type. The questions which are of yes/no answers have certain points to be noted. Well, before that, we look into the examples. Do you read in bed? The answer may be sometimes or never. Well, do you like Ganesh? The answer may be, I think he is wonderful. Anyway, though the answers are of one word, yet we call them yes/no answers. You can as well get the answer yes or no if you ask the question, do you read in bed? You may say yes or no. Do you like Ganesh? The answer may be yes or no. Well, we use auxiliary verbs. The first point to be noted is we use auxiliary verbs for yes/no type questions. As auxiliary verbs are be verbs, have verbs, and do verbs. We just recall the present tense be verbs are am, is, are. Past tense be verb was, were. So, have verbs have auxiliaries. Present tense are has, have, past tense had. And do auxiliaries. Present tense do, does. Past do verb is did. So, with the help of auxiliaries, these are the primary auxiliaries, and modal verbs or modal secondary auxiliaries like can, could, will, should are used to frame questions for yes/no type answers. Certain points to be noted for the word order of framing questions of yes/no answers. Let us follow the word order. So the word order will be auxiliaries in the beginning, next subject, and the next will be main verb. So it goes with auxiliaries plus subject plus main verb. For example, have he been murdered? Had is a auxiliary, he is a subject, been is a main verb. So, it goes on with the completion of the sentence. Have he been murdered? Been murdered together becomes a main verb. Is she tired of working? Is a auxiliary verb. She becomes a subject. Tired is a main verb. This is how we see the word order of questions for yes/no answers are auxiliaries plus subject plus main verb. Well, and it's ended with a question mark. as it is a interrogative sentence. Next point to note, if no auxiliaries are found in the sentence, we use do, does, did. Sometimes we don't see auxiliaries in a sentence. But then, looking to the main verb, suitably we take do, does, did in the beginning of the question. Do they fly kites? Do they fly kites? Besides do, you don't have another auxiliary here. So, to frame questions for such sentences where there are no auxiliaries, we use do verb. So, does it hurt much? So, it hurt much. Okay, does it hurt much? We use the do verb in order to frame question for yes, no answers. Did you meet Kishore in Mumbai? The answer will still be yes or no. So, if there is no auxiliary in the sentence, we are using the do verb. Okay. So, in the past tense, to denote in the past tense, we use did, which is a past tense do verb. Next, if have is main verb, then we use do, does or did in the beginning of the question. Do cats have intelligence? Where have is playing the role of a main verb. Did you have a good sleep? Even here we see have is playing the role of main verb. In such cases we use do verbs suitably to ask questions. Questions with two or more possible answers. There are answers in the questions while framing the questions, and the answer lies within the question that we ask. Is he awake or asleep? The answer may be awake or asleep. Do you like coffee white or black? So they may answer only white or only black. Is it a boy or a girl? So the answer lies in the question. The answer may be boy or girl. Was it healthy or diseased? So the answer may be healthy or diseased. So these are the questions we frame using helping verbs, and they are called either or questions. They are called either or questions. Some questions may have a word as answer, yet they are considered yes, no answers. Well, is his handwriting good? The answer may be reasonable, but still you can answer yes or no. Do you always eat much? The answer may be don't be silly. But the question is to get the answer as yes or no. Do you think they will support this proposal? You expect yes or no, but the answer may be out of question or I doubt. Still, it is yes, no answer. Do you like Charlie Chaplin? You may tell he is wonderful, but still it is yes, no answer. Questions where we get answers in information type. Information answers. Questions framed using WH words in the beginning of the sentence and end with a question mark. So such questions which are framed using WH words. Words like who, where, whom, what, why, whose, which, when, how are the WH words. We also use phrases while questioning. How many, how far, how long, how much, how often, what kind of, in order to get answer in information type. Well, let us note few points. To denote time, we use the WH word when. To denote place, we use WH word where. To denote reason, we use WH word why. And to denote manner, we use the WH word how. The examples for these are given here. To denote time, when do you have supper? So, you denote, we tell about time, or the information is given about the time of supper. To denote place, where are you going? So, we tell the place. Reason, why wake me up? So, there is a reason given in information type. To denote subject, we use who. To denote choice or selection, we use the WH word which. To denote direct object, we use what. To denote indirect object, we use WH word whom. Possessive nouns, we use whose. So, the WH word which is used in the object place takes which and what. Which and what in the object's place. Which pen are you going to use? The answer lies in the object place. What am I going to do without you? So, the answer lies in the object place. So, we use what. WH words used to denote simple present tense. What do you really think? The answer will be in the simple present tense. Where does he live? Answer would be in the simple present tense. Which department do you want? So, it is the choice. Which department do you want? It tells about the choice or selection. When did you last see him? So, when did you last see him also gets the answer in simple present tense. Well, we have some questions without verb where we try to answer a statement and that statement goes with a question. He saw a snake. Where? So, you don't have a verb in the sentence. So, it is direct WH word where. I knew you were lending today. How? So, it is understood that the answer comes for the statement I knew you were lending today. He knew my cousin. The question would be which cousin without any verb. Who was your friend? So the question will be what friend without any verb. Next, for persons we use who in order to get answer in the subject place. Who discovered America gives answer in the subject place. Who are you expecting gives answer in the subject place. Who did you dance with? When you see the preposition ending the question, you see the answer in the object place. Who do I pay this to? The answer lies in the object place. Preposition used in the beginning. For whom were they supposed to do? So, you see a preposition beginning the question or the WH word. To whom is the headmaster responsible? Beginning with the preposition. Some determiners take the question like, whose baby were they? So, you see the WH word as a determiner pointing towards the babies, determiners. Pronouns place, WH word in the pronouns. Which is the best restaurant? So again, you are pointing out and it is playing the role of a pronoun. To denote time, when do you have supper? To denote place, where are you going? To denote a reason, why wake me up? WH word, how. How many tells about number. How many people are there? How much tells about uncountable nouns. How much money do you have? The answer will be uncountable noun. How long gives the answer as a period of time. How long will it take? So you tell the period or duration of time. How far tells about distance. How far can we see? So it tells about the distance. How often tells about frequency. How often does he visit? So the frequency of his visit. What kind of is a choice. What kind of flower do you like? Or what kind of person is he? So here we see the answer denoting choice. Now let us familiarize with the exercise. Write yes, no type questions where we get the answer as yes, no type. Sunil is riding fast. So if you ask the question, is Sunil riding fast? You will get the answer yes or no. You can also ask the question in the negative form. Isn't Sunil riding fast? So this is a negative question of yes, no type answer. Even there you get the answer as yes or no. They are leaving to Delhi. So the positive question is, are they leaving to Delhi? Where the answer is yes or no. Aren't they leaving to Delhi? Gives the question in negative form where the answer is still yes or no. He can swim excellently. Can he swim excellently is a positive question where the answer is yes or no. Negative question, can't he swim excellently. Where the question is a negative form, you get the answer in either yes or no. It was a horrible scene. Was it a horrible scene? Is a positive question. Wasn't it a horrible scene? Is a negative question where the answer still remains yes or no. Frame the questions to the given sentences where the underlined part of the sentence is a answer. The king heard the dove singing. So, in order to get the dove singing as answer, you use the WH word. What did the king hear? So the answer will be the dove singing. In 1919, he established a university. In order to get the date as answer, you use the WH word. When did he establish a university? Her voice is as sweet as a nightingale. In order to get the answer as a nightingale, we use the WH word. How sweet is her voice? The answer will be as a nightingale. As sweet as a nightingale. Pradeep spent the whole night on the roof. Answer should be on the roof. So the right WH word will be place, denoting place. Where did Pradeep spend the whole night? The answer will be on the roof. Mr. Rao was greeted by Karyappa. So we should get the answer by Karyappa. So the right WH word, which begins with a preposition, by whom was Mr. Rao greeted? And the answer will be by Karyappa. Well, today we have learnt about framing questions or question forms. So you have an exercise in your textbook regarding framing questions. Try to solve the exercises. Thank you.